Okay.
Like, oh, I gotta call him. I go, because I think he thinks I blew him off last night.
No, yeah, that's why I said I'd just call you today.
How
When
did
you're
it
free.
go?
Well, I just had a question for you first. Jennifer did say she was going to retract her statements, right? Or like, basically say that everything
He
was.
doesn't want to pursue it.
Yeah.
My boss also said, he goes, he didn't get a lawyer, did he? And I go, no. I go, he went right from here over to there. I go, he wouldn't have needed one, obviously, because it's just getting arraigned in the morning. He goes, well, I hope he doesn't get one after that. And I go, well, you know, everybody's business is their own, but we just don't think that you need one. But
Okay.
we can't tell you what to do.
Well,
If they knew.
all right. Well, I just remember in the precinct, you and Detective Gilroy or whatever, I forget his name. It was just a crazy, stressful moment. You said I would go in. I would just see the judge with 3 misdemeanors, and would be released after seeing the arraignment. But I was charged with a C felony. Like, that's really serious.
It's
And
not really serious. It's going to get dropped down to a misdemeanor, and it's probably all going to get dropped, period, because she doesn't want to pursue it. If they don't have a complainant, they can't pursue a case.
all right. Well, I had to do $5,000 bail. Like, I was kind of really stressed out. I thought, yeah,
They
they
asked you for money.
$5,000 bail. You know, I slept there overnight. Then I went to like the maximum security and like.
Oh, we didn't know any of that.
Yeah,
I
like,
didn't know any of that. I
well-
mean, I knew you were going to spend the night, obviously, because it's a domestic, but I didn't, you know, and it was a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, you know, like I thought I was doing the right thing, like coming to
Did not
you,
mean that you
like
were
turning
gonna-
myself in. Anyway, like, all right. Well, besides all that, I didn't know I was facing a C felon. You know, it is pretty serious, even if I get a misdemeanor, because that stays on my record forever, and this is kind of serious stuff.
Who told you that?
If I get a job or anything, a misdemeanor is always on your record.
If you do not get in any trouble in 6 months after that happens, it's sealed. It's like it never existed. It
But
never happened.
I
Number one. Number two, we have a complainant here that's not cooperating because she doesn't want to pursue the case anymore. So how are they going to prosecute a case and charge you with things when they have nobody that's going to be there to
all right.
defy
Well,
the charges? I mean,
all right. I'm going to court tomorrow morning, as you know, Wednesday morning. Does Jen have to be there? And what?
I don't know. I don't know when they have to have her come in. I know that they did not issue any kind of order of protection. I told you you can't call her or stay away from her. Did they say anything to you like that?
What? Say that again.
Tell you in court to just not call her, don't speak to her?
Yeah, they gave me the temporary thing. I can't talk to her for a year or anything, like any way.
Just don't bother talking to her. That is what she told me, and I don't know when she's got to go to court. I mean, an ADA is going to get in touch with her when they eventually assign an ADA to her case.
All right.
She did say that you guys worked together after this happened.
Yeah.
How many times did she tell you that she didn't want to press the charges?
More than I can count on my like
All right,
every
so You
time.
have to have a little faith in that.
Well, here's the thing. Well, yesterday morning.
For her too, if she does decide to pursue, because she's going to have to get some help too.
Well, that's what I was
Which I'm
thinking.
Sure she doesn't want to do.
Well, detective, here was my concern. Yesterday morning before the hearing, my public defendant asked for her number, so I gave it to her, and she was in court. Jen was talked to the public defendant probably for 30 seconds, maybe less than a minute, before the public defendant stood up, but she didn't say anything like, oh, the complainant wants to drop the charges, like anything like that.
Well, maybe they don't do that in an arraignment. They wait till your court date.
All right.
I don't know how it works in court.
All
I
right.
only go when I'm subpoenaed to be there. I don't know how these
All right.
go.
Well-
I don't know if they tell her she doesn't say anything. She just sits there. If they wait till the date of court.
All right.
it's an
All right.
arraignment.
Well,
And that's when
I'm just really kind of shocked because
At this time, we wish to, drop the charges in this case.
all right. Well, yeah, just when I came in, I talked to you guys. You know, you guys seemed like, all right, yeah, you're doing the right thing, turning yourself in, like.
You are. Otherwise, we'll come get you. It's
Yeah. So,
domestic
but
should have been addressed.
I
It
spoke
happened
to.
just a couple of weeks ago.
I did speak to a lawyer once.
She wasn't afraid of you. She kept saying she wanted to drop the charges. You guys were back together again. It was ridiculous. So there was nothing. Everything in my notes were good as far as
Yeah,
if something happened.
I agree.
On vacation. Well, here you go.
Which is
She
why,
dropped the charges. She's still with him. She didn't want to be relocated. She didn't want anything. She said it was a misunderstanding. She said that she overreacted. I mean, I put all that in my notes to cover myself.
All right. Well, will the court ever contact you if they needed to? And
Yeah.
all right. Well, All right, I got a lawyer because, once I heard the $5,000 bail and I went in the maximum security with all these, I'm sure you've seen, crazy people, throwing up, having seizures. It kind of scared me, so I got a lawyer. He said I can go to jail for, a while on this burglary felony. So, as you know, I have a clean record. I've never been in anything like this. I'm kind of, shook. I'm kind of,
Spoke to the ADA when I faxed over your paperwork and told her the circumstances. It's in my notes. So your lawyer's saying whatever he wants to say to you to make himself sound like you need him so bad. But how are you going for that weak burglary when it's going to get put down to something else, if not dropped altogether? I don't get it.
I just have no idea,
Not because that's the way he likes to make it sound like, we got a lot of work to do here because you could be, but
Yeah.
you need a complainant in order to pursue the case.
So,
We don't even have a complainant that's cooperating, and she doesn't want to press the charges.
should I get a lawyer? Do you think? Do I need one?
You already said you got one.
Well, I haven't.
I can't tell you what to do.
Well,
Maybe your family advised you to get one. You do what you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that you needed one. Only because, like I told you, and it's in my notes, and I told the ADA, they were together since the incident happened. They were away together. They were back together. I go, they were talking. I go, she doesn't want to pursue it. I mean, that's all in my notes.
Okay, so if they did, I know you don't know what's going to happen
You
tomorrow.
just wait till you go to court tomorrow, or whatever your court date is, and see what happens then.
All right.
And then decide if you really truly believe that you need the expense of a lawyer.
All right.
Telling you what to do. It's not my fate, but I'm just telling you from what I gathered from her and how she was. I mean, to be
Right.
honest with you, we do not like to pursue cases like this with domestics because we feel like it's, whatever happened, you should have just thought of a second before you actually dialed 911. Because once you dial 911 and then you tell the cops a certain story and then you sign a statement stating that, that's what we go on and what we base our investigation on. In her original statement, she said that you ran the car and she had to jump from out of the way to not get hit with it. That's why you got possession of a dangerous instrument.
Yeah, that's
Which
a
was the
serious.
car.
Yeah,
Because
that's.
if you read that in the penal law, go and Google it, it'll tell you. Anything that, if it manner that it seriously can cause a serious physical injury or death, if she got hit by a car, that could cause her a serious physical injury, right? But then when you speak to her, she's like, well, what I meant was, but that's not what you signed.
Right.
What you said. So you have to
Okay.
think about these things before you get the police involved. So I wrote it all in my notes. It's all in my notes.
All right, and the way you feel
I
is.
showed you some of them when you were sitting in that room.
I know. I
Did
just
I show you all the handwriting?
what they handed me the day.
I spoke to her on the phone, the
what-
time and date that I spoke to her and what she actually said. Remember when I had the case in there and I turned a couple of pages, you could see it was all like handwritten stuff, not typed.
Yeah.
Those were all my notes from when I originally spoke to her, and that's why I based it on the threat, and
Right.
what kind of a threat do I hear? I don't have one. Their
All right.
mother is wherever you guys were for that weekend.
Okay.
Or you were away or with her somewhere, and you guys couldn't come in. Remember before I went on vacation, you were together with her?
Oh yes. And you went on vacation, and I was going to come in.
I mean, does that
Yeah.
sound like somebody who's, in fear for their safety? Or
No, I was trying to cooperate as soon as I could with you.
No, I know that. I'm talking
All
about
right.
her. Does that sound like somebody that's
No.
spending a wild weekend? It doesn't sound to me like she's
Hiding or anything. Yeah, we've been
Right.
honky dory. Anyway, okay, so you think I don't need a lawyer? I should go to court tomorrow and see what happens because they could call on your notes because just what they showed me yesterday seems strictly from the initial report, which got it really once a judge looked at me and said 5,000, I felt like like I did something wrong. I mean, we're in here with these criminals.
I mean, don't think that you didn't. I mean, just the way that you did things was wrong and initiated her to call. You have to just walk away. I mean, it's hard to sometimes, but you know what I mean? You just have to,
Yeah. Well,
can't, fly off the handle or whatever it is that you, I don't know, whatever she said you did. And then she said, that you did this with the car, that you took her stuff, that you went in a home that she had locked. That's where the burglary came in. You know what I mean? But even when I took the ADA, I said, no. I go, they were under construction at the house. There was an open, area. I go, they went in. I go, because she wasn't unlocking the door for him, and he wanted to get out of there. I go, he returned all the stuff later. I said, and I even wrote it in my notes. She said, I got back my guitar, my amp, whatever was in the car. Came back later, and that's when she informed them. Oh, by the way, I did call
Okay.
the cops.
can you call the ADA now?
No, I called her when you were here that night.
Okay.
And I told you that before I left that night. So
Could
I spoke to the ADA on your behalf. We have to
All
go
right.
to the ADAs.
Is there any way you could follow up? 'Cause I'm just really stressed. Like I'm worried I'm gonna like get like I'm going to jail or I'm like.
Follow up on until you go to court.
All right.
There's nothing to follow up on. I mean,
Okay.
You were arraigned and that's it. So go to court and see what happens.
Okay. All right, detective. Thank you very much for your time and
Welcome. Good luck. I'm not in tomorrow though. You know, I'm not going to be back until what's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Friday, Saturday. I come in Sunday night.
Okay.
All right. So that's as soon as you'll be able to talk.
Okay,
to me, 'cause
detective.
I'm off 4 days.
I'll
We're
keep-
off 4, we're off 4,
I'll
so.
keep that in mind. Thank you very much for your time. I
Right.
appreciate
Just
it.
take it easy, okay? And just remember everything that you know. And you could even if you want to say something about it to the public defender, go. You know, the detective told me that she had lengthy conversations with my girlfriend. She does not want to pursue this. She said in her notes that the detective took during her investigation that what she really meant to say and what she signed a statement for were a little bit different. You can use all that. I don't care. It's the truth.
Right.
I don't care if you said any of that stuff. You know, it's the truth. And you should know, you know, that it's not exactly the way it appeared to be when she called 911.
Right.
She did change it, and she also, and be emphatic about it, kept saying she does not want to pursue this. We're just going to part our ways, and we're going to go in our own direction. Thank you. So you understand?
Right.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
let him know that. Go, you know, you give me the order of protection. I can tell you I am not going to call her for a year. I mean, you know,
Right.
it's done. That's what you're telling me I have to do to keep myself out of getting in trouble.
Yeah, definitely. It's no problem at all.
Then you make sure you tell him that so he knows that you understand.
Right.
The order means you cannot call. Go, but you know what? You should really look up the case. And I'm saying if he's an answer, he's busted your balls about something. You should tell him, go look up the case or speak to the detective, and
Yeah.
then she'll tell you that my ex does not want to pursue this. So,
Okay. Okay, detective. Thank you very much.
You know, maybe how about let me know Sunday night. Call me back and let me know how you make out.
Okay. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.